Welcome to your first mini lesson with Howie. Okay, so today we're going to cover, hopefully it'll be a nice, short, sweet lesson for you. My intention is to give you guys all little mini lessons for each section so that you're not basically wasting an hour plus time, because I'm always very long-winded. But this way you guys can basically watch these mini lessons as frequently as you like, or as infrequently as you like, but hopefully you're going to watch it. It'll give you some good background. So this is our first one. This is on Unit 1, Nature of Science and Biology, okay? And it is on Section 1 only. So I will cover all the information that's basically talked about in there, not as in-depth as maybe you're reading. So please do not use one or the other. Use this in conjunction with your reading. Do not just read and not watch these as well, because sometimes you guys need visuals. So I hope that you guys use all of this stuff. Most importantly, I said this, I believe, in your announcements or kind of the welcome video that I gave to you guys. Please, please, please take notes. I know that no one's checking them. It's all on you, but I guarantee, first of all, it'll help you on the unit exam because you can use them on the unit exam. But also, you're going to be taking notes often in college. And if you go to college, you're going to want to be good at note taking. So why not just figure that out right now, okay? So we're going to start it off. I've got lots of visuals. I love to show videos. Most of them are pretty crazy. Some of them are a little bit more low-key. But nonetheless, hopefully this is not only entertaining, because that's not just what it's about, because, you know, you got to learn something. But I think most of us, maybe I'll just speak for myself, I learn a lot better when I'm entertained. And science can be pretty fun, so hang with me. Alright, so Nature of Science Biology, we have two sections. This is section 1. So let's talk a little bit more about biology, okay? Biology, we're going to talk about these three things. What is it? We're going to talk about scientific method, and we're going to talk about when and how we use it. So first and foremost, I just want to show you a cool picture, you know, because I like to do that. No, actually, I find a lot of my pictures on Google Images, and this one came up for biology among many, many other ones. But I really like this one. First of all, I just love the way drops of water look. But it's really cool. There's a lot that kind of can be symbolized in different pictures. So moving on, biology, let's talk about what it is, okay? What is it? Well, biology is the study of life. If you break this word apart, anytime you see L-O-G-Y, logi, that's always the study of, okay? Bio means life, so the study of life. Well, go figure. Pretty simple, right? So I love biology because we are living, and so many things around us are living, and it's fun to kind of figure out, okay, let's see what we have in common, let's see what we don't have in common, what makes us live, what makes us keep going. There's a lot of cool things about it. So that's one of the things. Let's just keep going with that. I want to talk a little bit about when and how do we use biology. Because a lot of times you guys might think, some of you guys might hate science. It's okay. No, actually, I really liked science growing up, but not everyone does, and I accept that. But the cool thing about biology especially is you use it constantly. Let's talk a little bit about how. So the uses of biology are endless. Kind of like this lovely road here. Endless, endless, endless. First of all, do you work out? Hopefully you don't look like this gross guy. Otherwise, I might puke. I want to puke just looking at that. That's gross, right? That's real. That's real. Okay, besides the picture. If you work out, now it doesn't have to be like you lift weights. Maybe you go on walks every night. Maybe you take your dog on a run. Maybe you have kids and you're chasing them. That's exercise, and that's kind of a form of working out. I'm a big, you guys will get to know me a little bit more, but I'm a huge exercise person. I love getting my form of exercise outdoors. So I'm a huge mountain biker and hiker and trail runner and all that good stuff. But think about all of the different things that we are using when we're working out, okay? That's all part of biology, and we're going to talk a lot about that actually next semester. We'll talk about the human body, but how the body works, okay? That's part of biology. Do you eat? Man versus food. Anybody watch that? It's a pretty disgusting show, but nonetheless, we all eat. We have to eat in order to survive. So that's a part of biology, because how do we get those nutrients from this, huge piece of whatever he's eating, and break that down into the smallest nutrients that fuel our body, okay? Have you ever been to the zoo? We have a great zoo, by the way. I go often because I have 2 little girls who love the zoo. But obviously, if you've ever been to the zoo, you see lots of different life forms, and they're really cool to watch. Obviously we're pretty entertaining. How many of you guys have ever people watched before? Me, especially at airports. Great place. But also animal watching is pretty cool. I'm not a freak about animals, but they're pretty interesting to watch. So that's the study of different lives, okay? And then the last one, have you ever been sick? Well, obviously. Oh, sorry, there's my little email messaging. But if you've ever been sick, which all of us have been, it's just inevitable, your body is repairing itself and it's trying to fight off foreign things. That's, again, just another part of biology. So there's lots of different facets of biology, and I want you guys to really kind of broaden your horizons when it comes to this science class. Don't just think, oh my gosh, I gotta take biology and just get it over with. No, take it all in, because this is the study of you, okay? It's not just, oh, we're gonna talk about, the amoebas, and we're gonna talk about, this has to do with you. So I want you guys to try and take this class and make it personal, okay? All right, let's go on to the scientific method, okay? So this is the last thing no, I shouldn't say the last thing. One of the things that we're gonna actually spend quite a bit of time on today, or in this mini lesson, is the scientific method. It's very important. It is the basis for our experiments. So, science is a logical, repeatable attempt to understand and explain how the universe works, okay? So, in saying that, we need a way to kind of figure things out and experiment, but it needs to be very logical, it needs to be repeatable, and it needs to explain things. So we have the scientific method, okay? And we're going to go through this. This diagram right here is basically a condensed version of what you guys do in labs, okay? And we'll talk about each of these in depth. But first, ask a question, okay? We'll talk about that and what that is. Do some background research. Construct a hypothesis. Test your hypothesis by doing an experiment. Analyze your data and draw a conclusion, and then report your results. Was your hypothesis correct? So we'll talk about these a little bit in detail. I'm not gonna go over, I don't want to hound you guys with just tons of information, because you can also get this from the lessons that you read. So another thing about the scientific method is when we're doing experiments, they provide us with new knowledge and theories that explain how and why things work the way they do. And that's really important, because obviously in science, we're discovering new things constantly. So it's very important for us to obviously experiment and really figure out what's going on with these things, okay? As some of you guys, if you've ever had me before, you know that I love YouTube. So I like to find kind of some crazy videos. The next one I have for you, I like to find some wacky songs. I guarantee I won't be singing much for you. Nope, can't carry a tune, not one of my talents, but I'll find some crazy ones for you. So take a look at this.
MC Fredo's in the house. Yeah. DJ Brooks, let's give him a shout out. That's right, baby. 105, 205. Posse is coming alive. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Tell him what it is. It's a scientific method. It's a scientific method. Scientific method.
right by doing some experiments to give you the insight. But doing just one isn't enough. You have to do several, but it's not tough.
It's a scientific
Each experiment will need a change, something that you got to rearrange. A variable is the name for this, a change used to test your hypothesis. Your control is the one that stays the same. The experiment you did not rearrange.
It's a scientific
Record your results in a typical chart or graph. Take your time because it may involve some math. Now analyze the results you found and report your findings all over the town. Make sure your conclusion is backed up with facts so that what you're reporting is entirely accurate.
It's a scientific
Give it up! Woohoo! Stay tuned for more raps that Howie will bring to you as well because of these people. Alright, so I need to let you guys know that I have a total of 15 minutes for each kind of segment that I record. So these are going to be in part 1s, part 2s, part 3s. So I will be coming back in part 2 in just a moment. And I will go into a little bit more depth of the scientific method. We're going to talk about kind of each of those components that you saw in that video. And then we're going to go on to our last thing. So that should be, I should finish that up in 15 minutes. So here is your chance to go pee, get a drink, take a nap, I don't know, whatever you want to do. But come back for part 2. Click on it, and you'll get to watch it. All right.